Have you ever felt like you were just one bad day away from losing it all financially? I've been there, more times than I'd care to admit. But somehow, I made it through those rough patches and came out with a whole new outlook on money. From that school of hard knocks, I've gathered some real, practical advice to share. These 10 rules for financial success aren't just ideas I've read about, they're the principles that saved me from disaster. They are more than advice, they've been my lifeline. Let me know you're interested by typing "money rules" in the comments. Thank you. 1. Live below your means. Living below your means isn't just a tip for managing your money, it's the bedrock of financial peace. The concept is simple: spend less than what comes in. This creates a safety net, giving you the breathing space you need when unexpected challenges pop up. I had to learn this the hard way. It was a financial scare that opened my eyes to the true value of a simpler lifestyle. It's not about cutting out all the joy and living on the bare minimum. Rather, it's about making conscious choices, opting for long-term security and freedom instead of short-lived thrills. This approach doesn't mean you can't have fun or indulge in your passions. It's about prioritizing your spending in a way that reflects what's truly important to you. For instance, could that luxury car wait? Maybe that money could be better spent on an investment or tucked away for a rainy day. It's about seeing the bigger picture and recognizing that true happiness and satisfaction doesn't come from material possessions, but from the freedom to live life on your terms. Adopting this principle has not only provided me with a financial cushion, but has also led to a richer, more fulfilling life. I've discovered joy in simpler pleasures, reduced stress, and gained the freedom to make choices based on what I value most. Living below your means isn't a sacrifice, it's the smartest investment you can make in your future self. 2. Save relentlessly. Before I truly opened my eyes to my financial situation, the concept of saving money was always something I shelved for someday. It felt like a distant, optional chore that I could indefinitely postpone. However, the reality check I received made it crystal clear: saving isn't just a good idea, it's non-negotiable. If the prospect of saving seems daunting, begin with baby steps. There's absolutely no shame in starting small. What's crucial is that you start. Transform saving into a daily ritual, as instinctive and non-negotiable as brushing your teeth in the morning. Think of it this way: every penny you tuck away is like a brick in the foundation of your financial security. It doesn't matter if some days you're only saving a handful of change, what matters is the consistency of the act. Over time, these small savings accumulate, building a stronger financial future for yourself. So, let's drop the illusion that we can wait until later to start saving. Later is a mirage that never comes into focus. The best time to start is now, with whatever you have. Make it a part of your daily routine, and watch how these small, consistent acts of saving begin to change your financial landscape for the better. 3. Emergency fund, non-negotiable. An emergency fund isn't merely a smart financial move, it's your financial safety net, your buffer against the unpredictable waves of life. I can't stress enough how having money tucked away for the unforeseen has kept me afloat, preventing me from drowning in debt when times got rough. It's like having a lifeboat in the middle of the ocean. You hope you'll never need it, but oh, how grateful you are to have it when a storm hits. The goal? Aim to stash away enough to cover your living expenses for 3 to 6 months. Yes, it sounds like a mountain to climb, especially if you're starting from scratch. But trust me, every little bit you can squirrel away moves you closer to that peak. And once you've reached it, guard that emergency fund fiercely. Treat it like your most precious possession, because in many ways, it is. Think of your emergency fund as the barrier between you and financial chaos. Without it, a single unexpected expense can send you spiraling into debt, turning a manageable issue into a full-blown crisis. With it, you have the breathing room to tackle life's surprises head-on, without resorting to debt. So, how do you start? Begin small, celebrate your progress, and keep building. Adjust your lifestyle if you need to, find ways to cut back on expenses, and funnel those savings straight into your emergency fund. Remember, it's not about having a huge sum overnight. It's about steadily building a financial cushion that can turn a potential disaster into a manageable inconvenience. 4. Debt, the silent enemy. Debt is like a shadow that follows you around, silently chipping away at your financial well-being. It took me a while to realize that debt isn't the safety net I once thought it was. Instead, it's more like quicksand, subtly pulling you down the more you struggle against it. Learning to view debt through this lens was a game changer for me. The first step to breaking free? Zero in on the high-interest debt. These are the real monsters under the bed, gobbling up your money through interest at an alarming rate. Tackling these debts head-on can feel daunting, but the sense of relief you'll feel with each debt cleared is unparalleled. Before you consider taking on any new debt, pause and give it a thorough second thought. It's all too easy to justify a new loan or credit card as a necessity, but each new debt adds to the weight pulling you down. Instead, ask yourself, is this purchase truly worth the burden of debt it brings? The liberation that comes from being debt-free is hard to quantify. It's like taking a deep breath after being underwater for too long. Every dollar you don't owe is a dollar that belongs to you, free to be saved, invested, or spent on things that truly matter to you. The road to a debt-free life isn't always easy, but believe me, the peace of mind and financial freedom it brings is worth every sacrifice. 5. Invest wisely. Investing is how you make your money grow wings. But it's not a gamble. Educate yourself, start small if you are new, and choose investments that match your risk tolerance and time horizon. It's a marathon, not a sprint. 6. Money education is continuous. Understanding money is empowering. The more I learned, the better decisions I made. The deeper I waded into the sea of financial knowledge, the clearer my choices became. It was like turning on a light in a room I didn't even know was dark. So, I devoured books, plugged into podcasts, and made it my mission to never stop learning. Believe me, when it comes to money, knowledge is the ultimate power tool. It literally shapes your future. And hey, if you're nodding along, thinking, I need to get on top of this, then you're in the right place. Smash that like button to let me know you're on board. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that notification bell too. Why? Because this is your go-to spot for all things money. Together, we'll unravel the mysteries of personal finance, investment strategies, savings tips, you name it. It's all about making smarter decisions and steering your financial ship to the shores of freedom and stability. So, let's keep this journey of continuous learning going. Trust me, your future self will thank you. 7. Diversify income streams. Relying on a single source of income is like walking a tightrope without a net. Explore ways to diversify your income. Side hustles, passive income, or investing in assets can provide a safety net and peace of mind. 8. Budgeting is your roadmap. A budget isn't a restriction, it's a roadmap to your goals. It helps you control your money rather than letting it control you. Track your spending, adjust as necessary, and always keep your financial objectives in sight. 9. Plan for the future, but live in the present. Planning for retirement or your children's education is crucial, but don't forget to enjoy life along the way. Find a balance that allows for saving for the future while also making room for experiences that bring joy now. 10. Generosity enriches. During the leanest times of my financial journey, when every penny was counted and recounted, I stumbled upon an unexpected truth: generosity, even then, was a source of richness. It sounds counterintuitive, I know. How could giving away your hard-earned money, especially when it feels like you barely have enough, make your life richer? But it does, profoundly so. Sharing what you have, no matter how little it might seem, isn't just about the act of giving. It's about setting off a ripple of positivity that enriches your life and the lives of others in ways that can't be measured by a bank balance. This isn't about grand gestures or significant sums of money, it's the small acts of kindness, the decision to share a bit of what you have, that truly matter. You'll find that generosity opens your world in unexpected ways. It connects you to others, builds stronger communities, and cultivates a sense of gratitude and abundance that can't be bought. And surprisingly, you might find that the more you give, the more you receive, not always in material forms, but in friendship, joy, and opportunities. Let's be clear, I'm not suggesting you give beyond your means or jeopardize your financial stability. Rather, it's about embracing the mindset that sharing enriches your life, not depletes it. Whether it's time, money, or skills, giving generously can transform how you perceive wealth. You'll discover that the true value of what you have grows exponentially when it's shared in ways that matter. These rules aren't just about managing money, they're about managing life. They're lessons learned from a journey through financial despair to a place of stability and insight. Remember, it's never too late to transform your financial destiny.